Hey, what's up guys? Jared here, and I'm going to be talking about the High School of the Dead full color omnibuses 1 and 2. This is the first one. It came out roughly the end of 2012, and I picked it up sometime early 2013. It's one of the first manga I got, and I'm incredibly impressed with it. It's really well done. The full color pages look really amazing. It's one of the only full color books that I have on my shelf. Take a quick look at the outside of the book. Is the front cover. Warning, mature content. So yeah, warning. There's a lot of the pictures in it are dirty. If you've seen High School of the Dead anime, you know that it's incredibly dirty. So kind of know what to look forward to. And the book has some extra artwork in it that's quite dirty as well. I should think of another term so I don't keep saying that. Fan servicey. That's the term I'll use. But the show is known for its fan service, and there is a lot of fan service in the books as well, although not to the same degree that it is in the show, which I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Some people might say that makes it better because people always growl that the show is too dirty, so yeah. And if you don't know what High School of the Dead is, it's zombie apocalypse and focuses around a group of high school students. The majority of them are girls, so yeah. That's the front and back. It does come with a dust cover, which I think is really cool. Because if you take the dust cover off, you get I guess a slightly better looking, a cleaner looking front and back. It has a lot of the little extra little place cards, and I'm not quite sure what to call them missing. The spine's still pretty much the same though. And if we take a look at the inside of the dust cover, it actually has a poster, fan servicey one, of Rei and Takagi. So you can hang that up if you want, or I just leave it on the book because it's a dust cover, it's meant to protect it. So, plus I kind of don't like having posters like that around my wall. I don't know. It just feels kind of weird. Makes me feel dirty, pervy, I suppose. But looking inside the book, it's full color and it looks really, really amazing. The art is really well done in this manga. I really like the show, so I decided to pick this up when I started reading manga. Comparing this to the anime, it's almost the exact same. There's only two scenes that are backwards. The scene involving Takagi's mansion and the scene involving when Bushijima and Takashi go out on their own when they separate from the group. Those two scenes are backwards from the way they are in the anime. But other than that, the story's the exact same. It has all the same moments, and it's still a really good story. I really enjoy it. This edition does have a lot of extra artwork in places like that, and it does have extra information about writing the story, information on weapons, and just extra character art. Looks really well done. And during the character information, there's actually a page right here about Tomoe Arise, which was a character that was actually dropped from the manga entirely. It was originally supposed to be in there. And so that's the first one. It covers everything the anime covers, with an extra. There's one little extra chapter at the end called Cosplay of the Dead. It's just kind of in there for fun. I think it's kind of hilarious. That's the first omnibus, and I thought that was amazing. So I pretty much pre-ordered the second one right away, and this one came out in December. So when I got this, I just read through it almost immediately, because this goes on past where the anime ends, and that was what's really intriguing to me, because I never read the manga individually. I waited for the omnibus to come out. And so this one similarly has a dust cover on it. The normal cover be Psycho on the front, and then Takagi on the back. And again, with the same stickers, mature content, all that. And this one again has a poster on the inside of the dust cover featuring Shizuka and Psycho. So that one seems a lot dirtier than the one on the first book. But yeah, there's the clean front, the spine, and the back cover without all the blood on it, I suppose. And the story after the anime ends has a slightly different feel. It has a bit more of a dramatic feel to it. A lot more shit goes on. They kind of about people and the dramatics of surviving the zombie apocalypse. So I thought it was really different. Not different, but yeah, I think you know what I mean. Again, the art is amazing in this book too. Has a lot of extra content. Like, okay, here's one thing I thought was really cool. It has an interview with the writer Daisuke Sato, and it talks about his when the book went on hiatus and they stopped writing it for about 2 years. He talked about why he kind of stopped writing. It has to do with the disaster that happened, the tsunami, and then some personal issues. He actually was in the hospital for a while. They talked about that, and then they talked about the kind of the rise in zombie culture in the last 6 or 7 years. Just kind of how zombies have become a really popular thing. There's been a lot of shows, books, movies, games, all revolving around zombies, which is completely true. They talk about a couple ones in specific, like Walking Dead, which, to be honest, the Walking Dead comics are older than this, but the TV show came out after this came out, so a lot of people kind of compare the two of them. They're not really comparable at all, but yeah, some people do that. But the story is really awesome. You get to meet some awesome new characters that I really like, so here's just some of the more weapon statistics. Just really cool that they actually put all that information in there instead of just being generic weapons. They all base them off of real weapons. Then one of the final extra things in the end is Lightning Pop, which was an art book by Shoji Sato, who does the art for this and also writes the Triage X manga. So they included kind of his art book that he published called Lightning Pop. They included here with a bunch of extra artwork from High School of the Dead, Triage X, and a bunch of other things. Some of them I recognized, some of them I didn't. There's the dust cover art again. Gives a bit of information on when he was designing the characters and all that. High School of the Dead characters. There's skip a bit. There's some Triage X character art, which that's another series that's really good. I've been reading that one. Very similar to High School of the Dead. And then you get other shows that I don't quite recognize. Fire. Let's see what other stuff is in here. Legend of Just the Two. It's kind of like his version of the characters from those. I think these are other manga. I have no idea if he worked on them or not. There's the girl from Lollipop Chainsaw, which I thought was really awesome. They included High School of the Dead outfit in that game. Just about a bunch of extra stuff, some afterward. And another one thing they talked about was how the manga is no longer on hiatus anymore. They decided to, they continued rewriting the manga. Not rewriting, they continued the manga earlier this year when they published Act 30 in Dragon Age Monthly. That's what it was. That's where they published Act 30, I mean. And so I'll probably wait for them to actually start releasing physical manga again, because I could probably find it online, but I'll wait. I'll decide. But these are both incredibly well done. If you like the show and you have any interest in the manga, clear choice would be to go for these right here instead of the individual volumes. And even if you're not, I still say pick these up just for the sake of getting the second one, just to continue the story. So I'm looking forward to more High School of the Dead manga. Probably not going to get another full-color omnibus for some time, but I'll pick up the individual volumes as they come out then. So these are pretty big too. I like them. They're one of the biggest books I have on my shelf, and they're definitely the coolest thing I have on my shelf. Size comparison, if you're wondering, here's a standard Blu-ray jewel case for High School of the Dead. So yeah, they're quite large if you do decide to get them. Not something you can kind of easily carry around with you. that's that is if you don't mind reading things like this out in public. I probably wouldn't, because I'd probably get weird looks from people. So, but yeah, I give these a really high rating. I don't like to actually give stuff numerical ratings, but these are amazing. So, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of this type of way of doing a manga review. I had to kind of decide whether to do it like this with a video, or do it like I do my anime reviews, where I kind of just get screenshots of, well, I would actually have to either take pictures of certain pages myself or look for them online and kind of make a slideshow type thing. I thought this would be a little bit better, because you kind of get a better feel of like the actual dimensions of the book. Like I said, I did the size comparison, but you just kind of get a, I don't know, better than, I think I've done this a bit better this way. I'm going to do other manga reviews in the future, and I'm probably going to do them in a similar way. It'd be a bit easier because they'd be a bit smaller, easier to fit in the camera view. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.